Okay, my good friends, I knew want to tease you with a little excitement. It's going to happen tomorrow. Tyson and I are going to do a face-to-face over the internet about his discovery on the West Coast. This is a membrane, and there's areas in here. These things are a foot thick. These are the membrane, the tissues of the membrane. And we've looked at this very carefully. And I'm going to not steal anything away from him. But I want him. He's absolutely fabulous job he's doing. He's got all the same tools I got, and you really are going to need a book and a microscope. Not expensive, less than $100 for everything, and you could really get into this and learn a lot, a lot. And Tyson has a lot to teach. All right, so I'm going to let him talk tomorrow, but for today, we're going to see what giant can really mean. All right, underneath the mucosa, there's a fluidish layer that makes your skin so that it can go like this and that. Now, it's under skin, it's under mucosa, it's under and wraps around your organs and so forth. And it's a flexible fabric that allows you to return your skin. And guess where it is? It's on Mars. It's called the Mars-Morris Code. And it is these particles, these little balls, and all these little straps intertwined. And when they pull, they pull. When they come back, they come back. That's their design. And these fluid-filled bags force them to return to their normal, oddball-looking, strappy structures. You see that? That's the Mars-Morris Code. It's just eroded away because it's abraded, basically. The balls are still there and the straps are still there. In these areas down here, the straps have eroded because they're in a stretched, elongated place where the skin has been pulled and it's going to return. That's all it is. So you have these areas where the skin is a little bit gathered, and you have it here where it's stretched and here where it's a little bit stretched. That's called the Mars-Morris Code. It's exactly what I just showed you, interstitial. Everything that we know of was alive and will be alive probably in the future. I don't know what else to say. Okay, these are the tendon enthesis balls, and they have straps attached to them. They anchor into bones and tissue and ligaments and all kinds of things. They are the securing, anchoring bodies that are that hold your tendons, your muscles, and all that stuff. So I'm going to show you a little deeper. I'll show you some. Well, let's look. Okay, these are the balls. This is the abrupt transition. These are the stalks, and you get a couple of entrances here. Some of them have 2 stalks, some of them have multiple stalks. Depends on the type of tendon ball it is. But primarily you're going to have an anchor there which is encapsulated, and I'll show you one in a living creature that was injured. Alright, these are tendon mats. Below those mats there's anchors below. Take a look at that now. Okay, you remember that mat? That is one of the anchors right there. That's the ball. That ball is supposed to be in that hole. It's ripped out. That is the tendon strap. They break right off at the abrupt transition. This is a Chinese finger trap. It goes through, and they come in those whole batches of them. Now, I had some, and I took one here. This was one of those balls right there that and this was the Chinese finger trap. Now, there was another one that ran. I cut them off, and I looked inside them to see what the fibers were. And the fibers run down to here. And anyway, they slide back and forth over there. There's a synovial sheath that it's like this. So, now, that is the mats. They break right at the abrupt transition. They all do that. And these mats are down in South America, and you'll see there's little bumps sticking off the mats. They stick off right there, and they're broken. And if you look at them, you'll see there's a hole inside of them where biology is. They use these mats to construct walls. All right, you saw the tendon balls. You saw how that abrupt transition anchors. You know what the tendon balls look like? That's Mimas, one of Saturn's moons. There's another one of Saturn's moons, Tethys. That's Iapetus. I have dozens showing this scene. Now Iapetus has a double attachment and that seam. Let's see if we can find any place that exists. These are everywhere around the earth. They're everywhere. That's that seam exactly like Iapetus. This is literally flesh. Alright, there's a double attachment like Iapetus. There's a seam. It eroded and fell off, or somebody broke it off. Some of them are like this inside, and some of them are strictly look like they're an onion. Depending upon conditions, some can turn like this. This one turned like this. I mean, there's different structures and different attachments, and they petrify and mud fossilize in different ways. Now, I can't account for everything, but I know it's due to chemistry and the anatomy and the biology and the conditions. That's all I can tell you. This is right here on Earth. This is those interstitium balls, and they're missing the little tiny straps that wove them all together like they still have on Mars, because Mars, the erosion factor is much less. Now, this is also going to be part of this creature. Everything's part of us. Everything's part of the creature. And we are living on an enormous creature that is still alive. I'm almost 100% certain. There is mucus literally discharging out of blue holes every day when it pushes out all the toxins and literal poop that's flushing out through this system. They say when they dive through it, it's literally going through, and I watch the dives, and it is, and I can tell you for a fact it is, it's going through the digestive system of a creature. They say it, and then they watch as stuff flows out, it actually brings mucus to protect the corals and things that are still living in there. He sticks his arm right down and it's just poop, is all it is. And we are living on a gigantic creature, and it's time to look at this in a whole different way. I don't care. It's, you know, for me, I've already seen the way I'm going to look at it. Now, I just feel obligated that I should say something, that's all. So I'm saying something. Alright, so if you haven't been following Mudfossil University, it's something you're probably not expecting, but this is what it is. This is one of those tendon balls. That's the strap. This guy's climbing on it. These people are walking around on there. I can see all coming off of here, all these different straps where they were located, because there's a ton of them. Watch. They didn't come in just singles. There's one here, they're over here, they're over here. There's a whole ton of them over here. It's what it was, and I feel compelled to just let it be known. It says, in the end, which I think is damn near, nothing will remain unhidden. So that's what I'm doing, trying to unhide the things that are hidden. You know, and on that note, I mean, this is serious to me, and it may be serious to you, it may not be. I don't have any real horse in that race. It's just, I found these things, and I feel compelled to show them. That's all. I'm not trying to brag or show off or do anything. And a lot of it's taken that way. It's a big ego. This guy's doing all this. Well, I found stuff that I could not turn away from. This is it. Do what you will with it.